Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. See, we don't always do new reviews on Wednesdays. Sometimes for some of the major releases, we want to get them as they're kind of coming out, right? So here we have one on this non-Wednesday. Today we're going to take a look at a really, really great archival live release from the band Chicago from 1971. It's Chicago live in 1971 at the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts in Washington, D.C. from September 16th, 1971. 3-disc set. Believe it's from a soundboard. It's a really great soundboard recording. Really, really, really super recording here. The performance of the band is amazing, and the sound is really good. So it comes in digipack form. Let's take a look at the cardboard digi here. It's a little on the flimsy side, and as you can tell, trying to get the discs out of these little slots somewhat problematic. You have to be very, very careful with taking these out, because if you try to wrench them out, you could easily rip this kind of cardboard packaging here. So, yeah, I would have opted for something else personally, but hey, that's the way everything comes nowadays, so what are you going to do? And you got track listing, everything. You got a nice little essay from Lou Lignane, which I think is pretty cool. Robert Lamb, of course, on vocals and keyboards. You got Terry Kath, vocals, guitar. Peter Cetera, vocals and bass. Danny Serafin on drums. Lee Lignane on trumpet, percussion, vocals, and guitar. James Pankow, trombone, percussion and vocals. And Walter Parazater on woodwinds, percussion, and vocals. And like I said, a nice little kind of remembery essay here from Lee, which is pretty cool. And then information about the tracks and stuff like that, and produced by, of course, James William Guercio, who worked with Chicago quite a bit in those early years. So, we have some pretty incredible Chicago live albums that have been released officially, right? Of course, you have, and this is really wild when you think about it. What other band in the history of rock, their debut album is a double album? Their second album is a double album. Their third album is a double album. Their fourth album is a big, sprawling, quadruple live album, live at Chicago, live at Carnegie Hall. And then their fifth album is their single album, right, Chicago 5. So this show played before Chicago 5 comes out. You do get some material on here that would be on Chicago 5, right, in its early kind of configurations, which is kind of cool. But, Chicago live at Carnegie Hall, I think, is a tremendous, tremendous live album. For some people, it's too much music. Maybe not the peak of the band's performances. I think it's pretty terrific. And sound-wise, I also think it's pretty terrific. But there are folks who criticize live at Carnegie Hall a little bit. I think the more raw show is the live in Japan a couple years later. That's pretty damn terrific as well. You got other things that have been released that you can get, like I think the Tanglewood Show is one of my favorite Chicago live albums. That's really, really good. There's various other ones that have come out through the years. But, this, I'm telling you folks, automatically goes right up near the top of the list. This is a splendid, splendid live set. And let's go through the tracks here. So, 3 discs. Disc 1, you've got a very early version of Dialogue, which is great on here. But of course, again, the album hadn't come out yet. The whole full parts, part 1 and part 2, are not included on here. But the first part is here. You get Loneliness Is Just a Word, which is really good. And then by track 4, I got all excited when I saw the track listing, because I'm like, oh, Poem 58. One of my favorite Chicago songs off the first album. Big rockin' tune, Terry Kath, O Rama, right? But then when the song starts playing, I'm like, wait a second, that's not Poem 58. It's Poem for the People. So yes, we have a typo on the CD. It says on the inside as well, Poem 58. No, it's Poem for the People. Really good though, but it's not quite Poem 58. You got that. You get A Hit by Varice, which is tremendous on here. Really good. Then Low Down, Goodbye, Beginnings. Okay, Beginnings is lots of fun. All is really good. Then you get the Ballet for a Girl in Buchanan suite, right? Starts off with Make Me Smile, So Much to Say, So Much to Give, Anxiety's Moment, West Virginia Fantasies, Color My World, To Be Free, and Now More Than Ever, which is so much fun. And that takes you through the end of Disc 1. Over on Disc 2, you got Fancy Colors and It Better End Soon. Of course, the multi-movement, right? You get the flute solo, you get Terry Kath's guitar solo, and then that leads into Saturday in the Park, which oddly enough, not sung here by Robert Lamb, sung by Peter Cetera. brand new. Again, this is before the song appeared on album, and even Lee says, we hadn't yet. We're still working these out. Case in point, we did Saturday in the Park for the first time at the Kennedy Center show. You'll notice that we hadn't yet decided on who would sing the lead vocal on the album. Right, and also they mentioned here, Robert hadn't written part 2 of Dialogue yet, right? So you get an early Dialogue, you get part 1, and then here you get Saturday in the Park, sung by Cetera, right? So, interesting stuff here. Mother is also on here. In the Country is also here. In the Country is terrific on here. It's the last song on disc 2. So much fun. It's just good, rockin', vibrant song. Really good. Over on disc 3, you get a song for Richard and his friends. Does anybody really know what time it is? Got 2 parts here. You got the freeform kind of intro and then leading into the song. And then a rousing I'm a Man, which I always love their cover of I'm a Man, which is terrific. It even has a drum solo from Danny on it as well. You get a Rockin' Free and then a blistering 25 or 6/4 to end out the album with some amazing guitar playing and soloing from Mr. Cath. Terry is on fire throughout this whole set. The guitar is pretty high up in the mix. You really hear it well. I love the way the vocals are mixed on this. No matter who's singing, sounds really, really good. Such a terrific song. And yeah, it's a great live set. It's just a great live set that I think anybody who is a Chicago fan would want to have in their collection. 5 out of 5 star. Go check it out. You can order it. It's basically available everywhere. I ordered it directly from Rhino. That's who put this out. So yeah, go check it out. John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts, 1971. Check it out. Visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube all together all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also, down below, we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, and our Cameo page. Thank you in advance for all your support there. And we'll see you soon here with more stuff. I'm Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye-bye.